what is up everyone, welcome back to another Figma review, and today I'm taking a look at Figma number 272, and probably the character with one of the most unfortunate names ever, Angela Balzac. Which pretty much just sounds like Balzac, and I don't know where they pulled that name from. I know there's a punk band called Balzac, but where the actual name came from, I have no idea. But anyway, she's from Expelled from Paradise, and let's check this thing out. So anyway, first off, there is the front of the box, there is the right-hand side, the left-hand side, and there are the pictures on the back of the box of what you will look like once it's out and in action. There's the top and the bottom, pretty much the same, but anyway, let's bust this thing out and see what we've got. So there we have a look at the clear inner packaging, and we've got the figure itself, as well as two alternate faces, the gun, as well as this block version of Angela, and down a little bit further we've got this base for using with that block version. Open up that box a bit further, and then in the bottom down here we've that Figma bag, the rack of alternate hands, base, and the stand. And finally then is the instructions. And it seems we've got two sets of these, and this is my first time ever seeing something like this. Pretty much I'm guessing there was a mistake in this one, it left out the gun, but it's included in this one. So that is the only purpose this second sheet serves, just as a correction. And finally there is the figure itself, and as usual with a Figma, this looks absolutely awesome. Max Factory pretty much always nails it, so that's not much of a surprise. The paintwork looks awesome as usual. We've got the blonde of the hair, that matte skin tone, matte black, as well as that gloss white. But what really stands out the most is that awesome transparent green. That looks so damn cool. The quality of this figure is completely on point. I have no complaints whatsoever to do with that. But if I was to complain about something about this figure, it would be the price. This thing right here cost me a whopping 6,300 yen. These two Figmas, Yui and Dead Master, they cost me only about 3,300 or 3,500, I'm not sure. I'll stick it up somewhere on the screen here. And that was when I first started reviewing Figma back in 2013, I think? So what we've got is pretty much a 90% rise in price right there. Indeed, she is an awesome figure, but I wouldn't say she's twice as good as these guys here. Not at all. I know inflation is a thing and all that, but this is crazy. So there's Figma Angela Balzac with everything that she comes with. So as for expressions, we've got that default one you've seen already, as well as this gentle smile, and between the two of them, I can't really see that much of a difference, to be honest. They're slightly different, but not that different. Besides those two though, we've got this tired out expression, but this one's pretty cool. As for hands, we've got the default fists, widespread open hands, standard diameter Figma holding hands, even though she doesn't come with anything to hold, but it's still pretty cool that they included those. A pair of these hands for placing on her hips. Lastly then we have a right hand for holding the gun, and a right hand that's either for saluting or karate chopping. I don't know which. It's also worth noting that with this figure you have the option of using the stand with a peg like so, or you can attach on this arm section here like this, cover up the back section in here with this little part like that, and then just clasp that around the waist. So if you are the type of person that finds those holes a little bit unsightly, you can cover them up and you wouldn't even notice it was there. So if you are someone who finds those holes in the back there a little unsightly, you can use this arm instead. Finally in here we've got that little cube version of Angela, and that is extremely cute as you can see. The base and stand attaching to the back of the head like so, and we've got a little bit of articulation at the neck there, as well as the arm here, and the legs. Not a whole lot, but we've got enough for some basic poses. So that is all the time I have for today for a review, so in the end I have to say it's that same awesome Figma quality, but like I mentioned already, the price on these things seems to be going up and up and up. And at this point, sometimes you're paying about twice the price for what you would have been buying 3 or so years ago. What used to be about a quarter the price of a full-scale figure is now half. And essentially, if they keep going up and up and up like this, how viable will it be in the long run to make figures like this? Again, the figure itself is awesome, it's just the price is getting a little bit out there. But anyway, as always, thank you very much for watching, and make sure to come back for more Figma reviews. See you next time.